You are listening to Party Nerds Weekly.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Party Nerds Podcast. I'm your host, James Grandmaster Pax Boyce. As you can see by our illustrious panel, Jorge and Ralphie brought his popcorn because, yes, amidst the entire Super Bowl, and yes, we understood that it's all scripted because there was no way that Taylor Swift's boyfriend was going to lose that game, was the fact that one of us in this entire panel has not seen the Deadpool trailer. And that happens to be Ralphie. So he brought his popcorn and pretty much everything that he needed for the day. And we're going to show it to him for the very first time because he's actually been reluctant. He stayed away from it. He's not looked at it. Hopefully he hasn't looked at anything. But I'm
completely blind to all of
let's just give him a glimpse of what's happening. Andre, we're going to show Ralphie the Deadpool trailer for the very first time.
Let's do it.
It's time to go back to where it all started. For the good of Disney's box office. Let's fix this multiversal mess.
Wade, I'm supposed to be dead. What the hell is going on here?
Well, realities are falling apart. And we're the ones who are going to have to fix it. So what do you say, Wolvie? You ready? You and me, back in the saddle again. One last time.
So what do we have to do?
You're going to be jumping between realities and try to prevent them from converging.
So what happens if we fail?
Entire realities will cease to exist, even those with versions of us in them. So it could be our end, or the beginning of something bigger. We'll see what the hell the writers come up with this time.
Dude, what'd you think?
You hit it. You hit it. It's a 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10 because you know why, right?
But see, there's something that we have to mention to you about this.
Huh?
Jorge?
Yeah, that was a fan-made trailer.
Now we're going to show you the real one.
Here we go.
Happy birthday to you.
All right, okay. It's been a challenging few years, for sure. But I'm happy. That is because of each and every one of you. I'm the luckiest man alive.
Make a wish, buddy.
Wade Wilson?
Who's asking? Whoa. Is that supposed to be scary? Pegging isn't new for me, friendo, but it is for Disney.
Mr. Wilson, you appear to have soiled yourself while unconscious.
I wasn't unconscious. Who are you? Why am I here?
Walk with me. Wade, you are special. This is your chance to be a hero among heroes.
I smell what you're stepping in, Sensei. Your little cinematic universe is about to change forever. I'm the Messiah. I am Marvel Jesus.
God, please! Oh my fuck! God, I love this part. Wait!
Don't just stand there, you ape. Give me a hand up. Nope, I'm actually okay. Thank you very much.
Oh man.
Okay.
The
Would
comments
you
are
say
going
that
off.
one was better? He said y'all wrong as fuck.
I almost shed a tear. Because it's going to be amazing. Granted, the first one was a little too serious. I was like, it's kind of deep. But the second one, that's Ryan. That's Ryan all over it.
Well, we're so very happy that you were able to enjoy that for the very first time. Actually, the second time, if you want to count the fan-made trailer that we subjectively disposed that Jorge put in here as a prank.
I'm so happy.
I'm sure this your camera's getting misty. It's all right, but so hopefully Haas will be here soon. But the thing is, I mean, God, there was a lot of trailers that came out during the Super Bowl. That one, of course, being the epicenter and was probably the very first one that got released. And there's a lot to be talked about, especially from the comic book end. Now, we can get to the other ones maybe later on in the program. Wicked, if you love the mythology of the Wizard of Oz, and obviously maybe you're a Broadway geek, and that might be your thing. But it looked cool on
promising.
It looked very promising. Also, the fact Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Look, man, if that hasn't rattled anybody's chain as to how Caesar has adapted himself since Planet of the Apes or Rise of the Planet of the Apes, that was basically dope too. The Monkey Man Super Bowl trailer, I can't wait for this shit. By the way, the fact that Dev Patel, who you wouldn't even suspect, he's training Taekwondo. He's a black belt in Taekwondo, and they were going to put him up for the role of Bond at one point in time. Oh, he's here. And his whole room's red. There you go, Andre. You asked where he's at.
Red. Deadpool red.
Deadpool red. So Haas, I don't know if you missed earlier, but we played a nice little jokey joke on Ralph, and it worked.
It worked. How did you like that? How did you like the trailer?
It got me good.
Wait, no. Which trailer did you like? The first one or the second one?
Obviously, the second one. There was the second one.
You didn't like the first one?
Both of them still. No, I mean, listen, both of them got me good. Both of them got me good. But that's it. Yeah, I'm a happy soul. Today.
Okay.
Good.
I waited.
Yeah, you did wait. You wait a whole 24 hours, so that was actually good on your part.
Yeah, why did you do that again?
He wanted to have a natural reaction for the podcast.
Yeah, I did it for these guys. I did it for y'all. You're welcome.
We're not that important. You should have never did that. Should have watched that shit last night, like the rest of us.
It wasn't just the panel. It wasn't.
I couldn't help but watch.
It's the fans.
There was no way. There was no way I was waiting for no damn show to watch that trailer. I already waited long enough.
Look, it was a natural reaction. He took the brunt of the pain, and we helped him through it.
I love it.
So, if we can start. We were talking about all the trailers that basically came out yesterday and everything like that, and there was some good ones. But this one is the epicenter of what we needed to talk about.
Yeah, this is
it's like for the most part, Deadpool and Wolverine, as the trailer now renamed it. It's not Deadpool 3 anymore. It's
Love
Deadpool
the title.
and Wolverine.
Love the
title.
Great.
Initially in this trailer, there's only a few glimpses of Wolverine, or so we think, because the shadow at the end. And then there's a other specific point of reference in the trailer that we can talk about. But shit, we could talk about this from the beginning. So it looks like in the beginning of this, if we want to get back to a certain point of time, Deadpool 2, how we basically got here. Why is the TVA on his ass? Because of the time travel watch that Cable had that he basically went through all periods of the fucking sacred timeline and started just waxing everything in sight. So that's the reason that the TVA is on his radar. That's one thing.
He's out there. Wow.
So he's saying it's been a crazy couple of years. He's got fucking hair plugs, and it's his birthday, and everybody's back to life.
I thought that was a wig.
Yeah,
He doesn't say. He doesn't say.
It's a terrible wig.
It's a terrible wig. But
he doesn't save. He doesn't save half of X Force.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shatterstar's there. Colossus is there. Peter's there.
Well, we saw Peter. We saw him tell Peter to go home when he went back in time. So
right. So we're not sure, but the Vanisher, Brad Pitt's character, might be there because
he might be there.
He
might be there.
You know what I'm saying? Blind Al is there. Of course, Yukio and Negasonic Teenage Warhead. They're all there.
Yeah, they're there.
And notably, there's a knock at the door. Of course, Wade is the one that answers. And the TVA, man, the scale up from the TV show to the fucking movie. TVA looked dope.
Yeah,
they look
shout out to
menacing a
TVA's
little bit.
glow up. Shout out
Yeah,
to
the
TVA
got a glow up. The fit was, I was like,
Yeah.
give me one.
Yeah,
of
they got new gear.
It's like, yo, that's fucking flames. Now, when they popped out with their poles, he was like, look, I am not new to pegging. But
Disney is.
I was like, God damn. Because look, you got to understand this. His woman fucked him in the first one.
Yeah. They
For
did
National Women's Day.
National Women's Day.
So Disney is not ready for shit like that.
Yeah,
But a door opens, and guess what? He is now shoved into the TVA. And I like the fact that the TVA is now a full official part of the MCU. This makes it even doper. But we get introduced to not Mobius, but a character by the name of Paradox. And if you would have read She-Hulk comics, there was a point in time where She-Hulk was put under trial by the TVA, and Paradox was the initial agent in the TVA that was putting her under trial because she told Hawkeye that basically he was going to die soon. She figured out some way, somehow, and told him. So Paradox is a real character in comics, my people. All right, cool. TVA. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Why is this now a thing? Because, like, as far as a multiversal property, last time we seen him, of course, was Loki, and is very spot on as they've been. But the usage of the TVA in a multiversal type story, does this make for a better story for Deadpool?
Is that seriously the question? Of course, it makes for a better story. This shit is dope. You can't just have Deadpool running around with Cable's time travel machine, wilding, taking out baby Hitler, bringing back his friends, killing himself twice.
Talk about it.
Like, you can't have that and not have the TVA involved. Like, yo, this motherfucker is wild. But
there's a lot of people that are saying
they're going to use him.
There's a lot of people that said they didn't want this to be a multiversal movie whatsoever. They just wanted it to be Deadpool 3.
But I'm pretty sure they saw Deadpool 2, and going out of Deadpool 2, it turned into a multiversal story.
True.
Like at the end, like it was a multiversal ending. So the natural progression is to see where it goes with him traveling through time, fucking up history. Like that's the natural progression. So that means Deadpool 3, which is now a Deadpool Wolverine movie, needs to be multiversal. And plus, we need to fix the MCU. This is the whole point. It has to be.
Well, according to
lead us right into Secret Wars.
Well, according to the TVA, well, not according to the TVA, but basically, Wade is under the illusion that pretty much the reason that he was brought into the TVA, and once they start showing him all those monitors that showcase all the Avengers movements, and note he's a Fox property, so this is all brand new to him. He was like, "Oh, you motherfuckers need me.
Yeah,
I'm the Messiah." Which is right up his I am Marvel's Jesus.
Yeah,
talk about it. Talk about it.
Yeah.
So how eventually could he save? Everybody's saying, how can he save the MCU?
How can he save? All right. So look, number one, he can save it by just having a good motherfucking movie. That's number one.
That's good.
Like let's cut all the meat and potatoes.
Marvel's was a good movie.
They need a good movie. All right. They need a good movie. Because another flop can lose a whole bunch of fans, because now we're like, fans are like anxious now, like, all right, we're waiting for what we're used to, right? So this is the flick with the No Way Home nostalgia feel that's going to bring people back to the theater. It's hard the way the Deadpool movies have been, the first two. It's hard to fuck up that movie. It is damn hard to fuck up this third one. And to bring Hugh Jackman back and have them buddy up, that's all anybody ever wanted anyway. It's hard to fuck that up.
Okay.
So it's just going to save it on the fact of bringing quality back to the MCU. Even more establishing mutants in the whole multiverse period. Right. And then preparing you for Secret Wars. I was watching some of the review shows on YouTube, and they kept pointing out on the side, if you zoom in, they got the Secret Wars number 5.
They got Secret Wars. Yep, the comic book.
Doom on the cover, which I'm pretty
sure.
Dr.
Doom and Beyonder on the cover. It's actually spliced.
Yeah, the slice, right? The splice one. Like, I'm pretty sure I have that comic downstairs. So it's they're telling you
it's the introduction of Battle World.
It's exactly. And we're getting Dr. Doom and we're getting the Beyond. Like, we're getting that. They don't just throw that in there for no reason.
Well, let's just throw out the disclaimer. That view of that certain somebody with a hood over his head and a metal plate over his face, I'm not confirming that that's Dr.
No.
Not with no gun in his hand.
That's going to be another character.
Yeah,
that's going to be another character.
It better be another character. It better be just a slight of a person that works in the void. Yeah,
like another villain.
So did we? All right, I'm gonna say this to you, Ralphie. Did you notice any specific things that you may have seen in Marvel movies or Marvel TV shows past in that trailer? Did you notice any scenery in the background?
We saw the trailer once.
I'm asking you. Something had to have stuck out.
The fact that he's just a handsome man. I don't know. I didn't really have that much after that. The thing is, what really kind of did stuck out to me was definitely again the TVA. Just when they were in the room and they were just looking at the monitor and stuff like that. Like I said, I was just kind of astounded. I didn't really get too much. So you got to fill me on in because I know you guys studied it.
Okay.
I only got that one teaser right there.
Well, wait, put Andre's comment before there because he said, I'm pretty sure after Disney saw the ending of Loki season 2, they were cool with Deadpool being a multiverse movie. Agree. We all agree with that. Absolutely. And then he said, if you want to go to that next comment, it says, who was the bald head person with the pointy ears? Now, one or two references. All right, one or two references. One could be one could be who? Go ahead.
I'm gonna put in front of friend. Go ahead, Haas.
Professor X's evil sister.
Yeah, Cassandra Nova. So people are saying it's either Professor X, Patrick Stewart, or his evil twin sister, who basically got into a full-on psychic fight with him in the womb. Cassandra Nova. Cassandra Nova was also responsible for the genocide of mutants in Genosha. So if anybody understands like the implications of what is brought up here, it's a brand new character, or they could just basically have a void, like an alternate universe type of Professor X in the movie, as it's rumored to be. Yeah. But the two, yes, go ahead.
Was she ever in X-Men 97?
She was in no movies.
No. Yeah. You don't catch you
no movies
here on any medium.
Only comic books, my friend.
Yeah.
But the two specific scenes, and I know you're going to watch this trailer a little bit more, Ralphie, that you have to pay attention to. Did you notice a snowy sequence where Deadpool was fighting TVA agents?
Yes.
All right.
Wait. Now that I remember, was that Ultron? Was that
Age of Ultron? Very good, my friend.
You see that, right?
And that is just before the fight of Sokovia, where Quicksilver was up in the tower being held hostage by Armin Zola and doing experiments on all those guys, Scarlet Witch and everybody like that. So there's a possibility that he gets sent to certain places in time to make sure that certain people don't die.
Well, I'll be damned.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, so they showed in those TV screens the first fight in Age of Ultron where the Avengers were storming Sokovia, and they also showed the bridge in Thor Ragnarok where he got his eye, where Thor just got his eye ripped out, and he was about to fight Hela on the Rainbow Bridge. So there's a possibility he's going to end up in certain parts of the MCU to make sure certain shit doesn't happen, to bring back certain people.
So what's your prerequisite to what movies should people watch before watching Deadpool and Wolverine?
Well, see, I don't really have prerequisites. I mean, yeah, you probably want to have an understanding of the TVA if you didn't watch any of the Loki series. So you want to understand why they would pull him outside of his own reality because he fucked up somewhere. Maybe if you have no understanding of the TVA. But the thing is, it's the entire Infinity Saga. So it's like if you hadn't had a chance to watch the Infinity Saga, you're not going to understand what Deadpool's role in doing what he's about to do is. And also the need of what's going to happen going forth if Wolverine's next to him by his side.
Not Fox Cinematic U?
So
anything from Fox?
So I would recommend
that too.
Yeah. So this is what I would recommend to anybody that has the same question Jorge just asked, right? Number one, for this Deadpool flick, make sure you watch the Deadpool movies. Number two, make sure to watch every Fox movie, not even just X-Men.
Watch all the Fox movies.
You got to watch Fantastic Four. You got to watch Daredevil, and you got to watch Elektra.
Just in case. The IMDb already says that Jennifer Garner is already cast as Elektra.
Got to watch it. But like, regardless, like if you really want to understand this movie, you got to watch that.
Yeah.
And then number three, like, everybody should have been watching pretty much everything from the MCU, give or take a few things, right?
Yeah.
So you have to watch everything because this movie is so multiversal on such a level that you don't know what they're going to be pulling from. And then on top of that, if you did read comics or watch series, like you got to have that knowledge too, because they're going to bring Easter eggs and characters and certain characters from different different mediums where you may recognize the character, but you don't know exactly what version of that character is. So you have to. This is one of these movies that it's going to benefit you to be very knowledgeable, and everybody has that opportunity because it doesn't come out to July, the end of July, the 26th. So you have time to catch up and get educated. Because the more you're educated on what's going to happen in this film, the more enjoyable it's going to be for you. You don't want to get lost in a film like this.
One of the more popular Deadpool comic book series was Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe.
And this is basically what it is.
This is basically what it is. So if we're at the start of a portion of Secret Wars called Battle World, where pretty much every entity of every single character is put into pits against one another, and the only way to filter themselves out is to find out who the stronger one is, and the stronger ones basically move on to go against the Beyonder and try to fix things. But the biggest component of this is that now that Disney owns all the Fox properties, it doesn't eliminate the fact that a lot of these Fox properties could end up in this movie. Don't be surprised. Big theory, that some Avengers Endgame type holes start opening up to where all these Fox universe motherfuckers start walking out.
Yeah.
And then they just get offed one by one.
Yeah.
And Cyclops from Fox Universe, James Marsden.
Damn right. Him too.
You go back to the Sonic movies. Right?
You're gonna get Michael.
He has to get back to the Sonic.
Yeah, you're gonna get Michael Chiklis as the Thing. You're gonna get Ian Gruffin as fucking Mr. Fantastic.
No,
you're gonna get Sabretooth. But look,
you're gonna get them all.
Yeah. And and here's the other thing. So the other bit of scenery that you saw in that trailer was the Void. So the Void is basically where in the Loki series where everybody pretty much ended up. The only difference is it has less grass. But the thing is, there's also a clip of a TVA agent in handcuffs getting scooped up by a purple cloud. And if you remember from the Loki series, who was that?
Elias.
Bing. Yes. So Elias has now been let loose again in the fucking Void. Look, it's all starting to sink. See that? See? Just if Deadpool goes back to Blade Trinity, we would have hit peak multiversal entertainment.
Listen,
and look,
listen,
no. Blade Trinity doesn't exist.
Ryan
Andre
Reynolds as
Hannibal King.
Hannibal, yeah. Like you can get him in that because it happened. You can literally get him.
That movie does not exist in my eyes.
But it does.
Don't do that.
Does.
Come on.
Blade 3 does not exist. Blade 1 and Blade 2.
Blade 3.
I hate Blade 3.
what a nightmare it was to write this film.
To be honest, from Ryan Reynolds' point of view, I'm sure it was just a gigantic whiteboard that probably scaled the whole portion of an entire trailer, and he just wrote every single character down that he had to kill, and just wrote down every Fox Universe character. He's like, all right, I got to make the sacred timeline correct. So, okay, Thing, Jessica Alba, she's got to die. Fucking Jennifer Garner's got to go. Ben Affleck as Daredevil's got to get stabbed. Oh. You know what I'm saying? What's my man? Bullseye from the old Daredevil movies.
Oh,
Colin Farrell. You got to get rid of Colin Farrell. Got to get rid of him.
No, listen. He can get rid of Chris Evans as
Human Torch. He could do that. He could bring him in just to do that.
He can get rid of Michael B. Jordan.
He can get rid of him.
Yeah, they got to fight the Galactus Cloud, right?
Yeah, the Galactus Cloud got to get offed. If that happens, if he kills a tornado in the middle of space, that'll be the best thing I've ever seen. I'm sorry. Just straight up and down. But let's get to the biggest cameos that we've seen. All right. Okay. All right. So outside of that, there was Pyro who showed up. If you saw him in X-Men Last Stand and X-Men 2.
It was in his colors.
Yeah, he was in his colors. So, which was dope. That's another mutant. We keep getting trickles and trickles of mutants. Which
he gonna wear the suit?
He didn't. That's his suit.
That's his suit.
That is his suit.
That's his suit.
Comics.
All right. So look. It's gonna be hard. All right. He's not gonna. Most likely. So with the villains. So here's the thing with the villains. Most villains ain't gonna wear the skin tight versions of the comic book. But what they did, they put him in his colors in a more tactical, more realistic, but still
he's in the void.
Respecting the comic.
That's what it looks like.
Respecting the comics, though. It's still respecting the comics. This is the first time we actually seen Pyro for real.
Yeah, and don't let the camera trick you, because maybe that bald, pointy ass head is a fucking CGI'd look.
That too.
And it's actually fucking Magneto, and it's not Professor X. We don't know if that's going to happen. Yeah. Also, the fact that we get possibly, well, we wanted to get more in depth of this in the Falcon and Winter Soldier, but it looked like Deadpool was in Madripoor.
Yeah.
So he's walking through a casino riddled ass, like this little tavern, leading to a pointy-haired individual in a white jacket, which is basically Patch. That was the comic that came out with Wolverine is looking like a James Bond character with a patch over his eye, which I don't think is Hugh Jackman. It might be another Wolverine.
It could be somebody else.
It could be that he's looking for a bunch of Wolverines, and that's the first one he counteracts with.
Yeah, but it makes sense because that's a important Madripoor is a important location in Wolverine's history and just in the X-Men universe period. So it makes a lot of sense for that to be that.
That would be the thing. So if you imagine it, if it's not only Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, but a slew of Wolverines that are pretty much out there that he has to take on. And there's always been these rumors of different people that maybe they're going to make fun of the fact that he's not vertically challenged or anything, and he's actually a short fucking Wolverine. Can you imagine if there's a midget Wolverine in this movie? It's going to crack everybody up.
I mean, we're going to get a dog pool, so why not? We already got Alligator Loki.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
Like, listen. The best thing about like this multiversal film, and we got to see it in Loki already. Like the versions of a character that you can tap into. Hence, that's why it makes a lot of sense to see Poseidon Nova in this film in place of one of the Professor X variants, right? It doesn't always have. Maybe she's the one. Maybe this is a version where maybe it was the flip side, and Professor X didn't survive.
Yeah,
and then he came.
There's so much that can happen here because
you can twist it any way you want.
There's even the fact that we still haven't even gotten confirmation or acknowledgement of Taylor Swift's Dazzler character being in here when it's more than likely it's going to happen.
They're gonna play that.
She might be the entertainment at Madripoor.
They could have easily threw her in the trailer because
because of the Super Bowl.
But that's a good thing to hold on to. Because we've seen a version of Dazzler in Dark Phoenix. So some people will be familiar to her a little bit, maybe a small portion, but it's not unknown. Or if you played the X-Men arcade game, people are going to remember Dazzler from that, right? So
she was whacking that shit.
Yo, but
shooting lights.
But it was always said like Taylor Swift was supposed to play that part, right? So perfect opportunity to do that. We're gonna see
there's a lot.
Versions of
you know what's going to happen again, but I pray that they don't do too much with what they're giving us. Don't show me anything.
Yeah,
you can just show me that, and then I'll be done.
Right.
Makes sense. Ryan Reynolds' wife was hanging with T Swift at the Super Bowl. Of course, it makes sense.
Yeah, of course. Ooh, okay, Ralphie. Damn.
But look, it obviously makes the most sense. In order for this to actually come up with the situation to where you want to expose the entire audience to a lot more mutants, because if you're looking at, they're in the void, and the void is nothing but 20th Century Fox type characters. So who are all the 20th Century Fox characters but mutants? There's nothing but mutants. So you already see Pyro in this shit. You see basically maybe a silhouette of Cassandra Nova. You can utilize this to showcase any type of mutants that you want throughout this entire series.
Yeah, this is
it's must see TV.
It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be epic.
It better not suck.
Yo, listen.
It's not going to.
Listen, they could have just had
not going
Wolverine, Deadpool, and one main villain, and this movie would be fire.
Well, see, that's what people were saying. If they wanted to get away from the fact of doing a multiversal movie, this shit, they could have just continued on without him even fucking with that watch to make sure that this was just a banger of a movie and a continuation of Deadpool as it is. The fact that there's now connectivity to where you're doing it from this angle makes it even, it's probably more complicated than most, but it makes it more epic to do it.
Yeah. And
much more happening here.
So it is also the post-credit scene from the Marvels with Beast, right?
Yep.
It proves to be, which I already knew, but it just proves to be even that much more important, because the version of Beast that we got in that scene was closer to his
his current self.
His look, especially in the 90s.
They gave him a leather jacket in X2, which was the dumbest shit imaginable.
Listen,
but that was a members only. Members.
No, you didn't say he had a members only coat.
He had a members only leather. Come on now.
Yeah, with the short sleeves. Yeah, that wasn't working.
They gave him short sleeves.
Short sleeves. Is that? But listen, we got a version that was more comic book accurate than we ever seen, right?
With glasses.
That's a precursor to this movie, because we're going to see more comic book accurate mutants in this film.
I would hope.
And the reason why we can just get the mutants and not pretty much all the other characters, because who knows how big the motherfucking void is anyway.
It's huge.
Right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, nobody knows how big it is, so they could just be in a different part of the void that has nothing to do with anything.
And they might even find Renslayer out there. Who knows?
That could be dope.
She's sitting in the void.
But didn't she get eaten up?
She probably did get eaten by a lion. Or that was her last scene. Rules, man. Her last. If you didn't see a body, she's not dead.
You know the rules.
All right.
Marvel rules.
You know.
But it's possible that she could have tamed Goliath and is using Goliath at her whim.
That's a good one.
And note, I mean, we haven't really discussed it. Kang is still at play.
Yeah,
it's not totally oblivious from this shit.
Jonathan Majors Kang?
He's still
no, not Jonathan Majors Kang. No, Kang. I just said Kang.
Yeah. Denzel Washington's son Kang.
I tried.
John David Washington Kang.
Do better.
Coleman Domingo Kang.
Yeah.
Do better, Jonathan.
I mean, but look, at the end of the day, now everybody's fucking riled up, because come July, this is the only Marvel movie that we get.
Only real Marvel movie.
Only real. What, Madam Web? And that was another thing. I thought that shit was fucking funny. The fact that this trailer dropped on Super Bowl Sunday and Madam Web comes out on fucking Tuesday. Nobody's thinking about Madam Web right now.
No.
Not a soul.
I was gonna be honest. She dropped actually she had mentioned on, I think it was one of the late night shows. She said something ill about The Office and her time being on The Office, and I kind of commented like, "This was the worst time for you to say that when your movie's coming out Wednesday. Like, do better, Dakota. Do better.
Wasn't she in 50 Shades of Grey?
She was. She was in 50 Shades,
right.
and now
Yeah.
she's
She was one of the shades.
Yeah, she was one of them shades. She was a periwinkle shade of overtone.
Yeah.
Good God.
Don't you ever talk bad about The Office?
No. I mean, I've never watched an episode, but good on you.
You've
Ralphie.
never watched it. You've never watched the episode.
So I've only watched a few. I just know it's funny as fuck from what I've seen. I know it's funny. There's a lot of content out there, Ralphie. Don't get too bad.
Yeah. Listen, their homework is to watch The Office and get involved.
Well, not
I got a crowd.
I got Deadpool to worry about. You see my pencil? I'm already writing shit down. This is going to get bigger.
Okay.
All right. So this is the portion of the program where we're probably going to either get roasted or people are going to obviously agree with us into looking into our IG comments. Our question for the day was, can Deadpool save the MCU? So Jorge, let it fly.
All right. First response is,
I'm scared. You
Of
should.
what? What the fuck are you scared of? I need more information. Is he watching? I hope you're watching.
Look, bro, the negativity is overflowing these people.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
What
Next
are
one.
you scared of? I need to know.
right, next one.
No, but will bring $1 billion back to Disney. Only movies making Disney money is Spider-Man and maybe Doctor Strange.
Today.
What'd you say?
I seen that comment today. Okay, like
okay. Well, I mean, I have no problem with that. All right, if you want to bring it up like that, fiscally, yeah, I agree with you.
Like you're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
All right, the third
Next
one. Oh wait, hold on. We got a comment from Ashley.
How do you not watch The Office?
All right.
I'm sorry, Ashley.
Thank
I was too
Thank
busy
you.
watching Martin and New York Undercover and Living Single.
Wow.
Thursday nights.
I can't believe that's the answer. My answer is it's just a lot of funny shit out there. We'll get to it. I promise. I promise, because I've seen multiple episodes. I like it a lot. I just got to get to it.
Wouldn't steer you wrong.
All right, here we go. Third comment.
At some point, the gimmick will get old. MCU will once again drop. It's like a necromancy spell that wears off after a while. Oh, wow, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So
Wow,
he
that was
damn.
an SAT word.
This fucking negative as shit.
He gave
I didn't take AP English.
Oh, yeah,
All right,
necromancy.
so
It's well, okay, never mind.
here we go.
No, but I'm gonna enjoy it regardless. So you enjoy it. So
that's the point.
So you enjoy it.
Wait,
That's exactly it.
that's what you want.
Yeah, I like that comment.
No, but I'm gonna
Like-
enjoy it regardless. So that
Yeah.
means I'm
Like-
gonna still get your money.
So yeah. So he thinks it's not going to save the MCU, but it's what you call it. I think it's going to save it.
All Ryan Reynolds has to do is the opposite of The Rock with Black Adam. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're not talking. That's abysmal. An abysmal product.
All right, here we go. 1, 2. All right, here we go.
No, one movie cannot save the MCU. It's the next dozen movies that need a clear purpose that matters. My man.
A dozen?
It couldn't be
A
that's
12.
a lot.
Yeah.
Well,
a whole
That's a
dozen?
lot.
Bro, come on, man. Can I speak
We
to
gotta
the-
start.
Hey, yo, man,
Go
listen
ahead.
up. All right. 12 movies is a whole mother universe. All right.
That's a saga.
That's a lifespan of a human being, right?
We can't do that.
We don't have.
All we need is a couple good flicks, a couple good shows to steer things in the right direction. Maybe they slow down with trying to get all these random properties, too much time on the screen, and we'll be all right. It starts with this Deadpool and Wolverine movie.
James, guys, how hilarious would it be if they do like a bunch of one shots to correct the?
It's okay.
We want that.
too.
Right.
We want one
that.
shots.
Yeah. 30 to 45 minutes or something.
But the whole point of that man's comment that I wanted to just basically put out there is that we don't have time. We old.
Dog, by the time we get to
That's
we get
them.
about movies,
12
it'll be them.
movies.
Yeah.
All right,
Man.
maybe not
I
you
still
and
got
your
my
youthful,
youthness.
youthful
I still got my
exuberance.
youthness.
Here we go.
See this?
He can only save himself. So he can't save the MCU. He can only save his property, but his property belongs to Marvel, dumbass.
And his property doesn't need saving.
It doesn't.
Word. And it's Ryan Reynolds. Damn it. It's Ryan Reynolds.
Here we go.
Could reignite interest, but Marvel Disney would have to fix their writing and stop trying to please the woke folks. God, we almost made it through without the W word.
That shit got
We almost made
real
it.
quick.
We fucking almost made it. We like we I swear I knew we was going to make it through the comments without the W word. Somebody was going to say it. It's an agenda.
It's your mind, my brother.
It's an agenda. You don't get it. There's an agenda. There's women. There's women and there's women's. Right? And they supposed to be loving us.
Get back on the next post. Do another comment like that, but take the W word out of it. You'll be all right.
Yeah, man.
You'll be all right. You could have did that whole comment without that word.
The more
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
He got his own agenda.
I would like to say yes, but I'm not sure. The MCU needs better writers, and they need to go back to where they weren't looking for big name actors to save themselves. They really need to get back to what made them successful. Okay,
hey, I'm with that.
I'm with that.
That's cool.
I'm with that because the writing has been very
shitty,
horrible, and shitty lately. And the thing is, back in the day, they didn't go after bigger actors. They went for startups, whether it was the directors or the actors that portrayed the characters.
Yeah.
So you might be spot on there, sir. The only thing that can save the MCU is fans not buying into the mediocre stuff they put out.
Yes.
Don't go see the movie until it has been confirmed by a reliable source that it is worth it.
That's an interesting concept.
That's an interesting concept. Don't go see the movie until it is confirmed.
I wouldn't do that with Deadpool.
By a reliable source.
You're going to want to see Deadpool Wolverine as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Well, the spoilers come out.
Because people will spoil the shit out of it.
Oh my God. What else we got, Jorge?
All right, here we go.
Oh, this sounds interesting. Good. Oh, yes, it should.
As
it should. Miss Petite Cosplay, it should sound interesting because Deadpool and Wolverine are interesting.
Here we go.
A chosen one shall come, born of no father, and through him, with ultimate balance in the MCU, be restored. Because he's Marvel Jesus. Marvel Jesus. He's the Messiah.
The Messiah.
The Messiah.
Wade Wilson.
And I like the comments we got on the side. Andre said, he said, we old. Yeah. Marvel girl.
Oh my God.
A woman not in the kitchen trying to be equal. Can't have all this woke carrying on. Those people need a hug and a mother that loves them. This is correct. They haven't had
one last comment.
Haven't had a home cooked meal in years.
Last one.
Hit it. Yes, he'll destroy the balance in the MCU. He's Luke Skywalker in Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Only he is the one that can make this shit happen.
Yeah, he's gonna get it right. We need him to come back.
Balance in the force.
Yes.
It's not just Ryan Reynolds, it's Hugh Jackman too.
It's Hugh Jackman too.
Look,
This
Jackman,
is the thing.
I'm sorry.
Generally,
Hugh,
those characters that are put in a Messiah role usually die at the end of theirs. Neo did. Maybe Deadpool is doing this to save us, and that cancer is going to come back as heavy as ever, and then that's it. He's just out of here. Or maybe he sticks around for Secret Wars and then he dies.
Well, they can replace him with somebody. They can AI his voice. No, he could be with the mask the whole time. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom.
And then
you would love you an AI.
Yeah. He faked me like he did in the beginning.
You're all for
it. Word.
AI actors just use
my AI actors is not going to
use my likeness.
Yes. So for that is our show, everybody. And for those of you that have not seen the Deadpool Wolverine trailer, you should see it. And feel free to come check us out every Monday at 9 p.m. on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, X, wherever you're watching your podcast or wherever you're watching them on your streaming services. So from myself, Haas, Ralphie, Jorge, Party Nerds Go.